up, warriors? This is Kita with Psychopath Exposure. Thanks for tuning back in. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic. We're going to be talking about one of the oldest tricks in the Narcissistic handbook. That's right. We're going to be talking about gaslighting. Oh yeah. We're talking about gaslighting. Not the game. Not the narcissistic game that these toxic predators play on us. Not the game. We're going to be talking about gaslighting. Alright, yeah, I was paid to say that. All jokes aside, let's jump right into this. Gaslighting. God damn, if I only knew what gaslighting was, I would have saved myself so much mental anguish. Gaslighting is a form, probably one of the sickest forms of narcissistic abuse that you're going to experience when dating these fucking creatures. A narcissist uses gaslighting to deflect any type of personal responsibility on any promises that they've made for you and failed to deliver. They also use it to drive you crazy. Gaslighting makes the victim of a narcissist question their own reality and their own sanity. It's insane, guys. It's fucking insane. But it's one of the oldest tricks in the books, and these motherfuckers are expert at gaslighting you. It's unbelievably toxic, guys. If you're a human being and you know exactly what happened, how can you just look at your partner in the eye and tell them that what happened didn't happen? And conjure up all this evidence on the spot like a master improviser and convince them that the reality that they know is distorted or completely wrong. I'm telling you, you will question your own sanity once a toxic, high-profile narcissist inflicts gaslighting on you and deploys all the type of manipulation that it comes with it. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Narcissists like to dangle carrots in front of their victims. They like to make all these grandiose promises, but they always fail to deliver. But here's the kicker. If you complain that they fail to deliver on their promises, if you question them about it, if you say, hey, didn't you say you were going to do this? Didn't we have plans for this time? They will brush you off like if you were crazy. They will convince you that it's not what they said, that they never made such promise. And if you press them too hard, they will completely deflect it. They will shift the focus on you. They will shift the focus totally on you and point out how you're wrong and how you are the problem and how many times in the past you have failed to deliver on your promises. They will totally deflect any type of personal responsibility that they're supposed to have as your loving partner or as your friend or family or coworker. Remember, these narcissists are not just people you date. They also come in organizations, groups that you may form, social circles. Sometimes people's brothers or sisters are narcissists, psychopaths, their mothers, their fathers. It's not just the people that you date or you marry. But the gaslighting is all the same. I swear it's like if they read the same manual. They had the same handbook at birth. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let me share with you something that happened many years ago. Good friend of mine, John. So John was dating a psychopath, a female psychopath. And for the ladies watching this video, you can just roll reverse. It's the same shit. And maybe this has even happened to you with your male psychopathic partners. So John was dating this chick, right? And he began suspecting that she was cheating on him. Why? Well, because the psychopath kept talking to her about another guy. Some guy she had met on Facebook that just started randomly messaging her and flirting with her. And she's telling John all this. And John's like, okay, why are you responding to this guy? And she's like, oh, it's no big deal. We're just friends. So, John is trying not to be the jealous type, right? Even though he has every right to be jealous. It's totally okay for you to have friends. But this situation is not about friends. She's telling him that this guy is flirting with her and hitting on her. And instead of deflecting that away, the same way she deflects John's accusations when she's gaslighting him, instead she entertains it even more. So John has every right to think that something's going on, but God forbid he says anything, because, oh no, that's when the psychopath throws her tantrum and storms out of the house, right? I can't tell you how many times this happened to John. It's sick. But the story continues. As that friendship with that other guy grew, they started having a lot of fights. And one day she tells him that this guy just showed up drunk at her house, throwing all sorts of tantrums, and that she led him on, and this or the other. And it's like, wait a minute. And John's like, how does he even know where you live? And so the psychopath will roll her eyes and start getting upset. She'll start getting upset. That's a legitimate question. How does he even know where you live? Right? So John already knows that they've probably been hooking up. And the next question is, why is he even getting so upset? Why would anybody show up at your doorstep drunk, accusing you of all this shit, if you haven't been banging them, if you haven't been playing with their heart and their emotions? So no shit something was going on, John. No shit something was going on. I validate you. I validate you because you knew what was going on, and you had every right to ask that question of your girlfriend. You had every right. But this is what psychopaths do. This is how they gaslight you. They make you feel guilty for questioning them when they're doing something wrong that anybody in any other relationship would openly discuss. It's sick. It's sick, but it works. It works. That's how people stay in toxic relationships, because the gaslighting makes them crazy. It makes them doubt their own reality. It makes them say, hey, maybe I'm just jealous. Maybe I'm a crazy jealous guy, and I shouldn't be questioning my girlfriend that's faithful and loyal. Bullshit. These psychopaths are not loyal. They're not loyal. They're sleeping with half the city, and you know it. The situation obviously got worse to the point where she said she blocked him from Facebook, and then a week later, John and the psycho were in bed, I guess, watching a movie or doing something on the laptop, and she opened up her Facebook, and boom, pops the Facebook Messenger, and that's the guy. And it's like, I thought you blocked him. What the hell is that? Oh no, I just unblocked him because he needs help, because he has a drug addiction. Bullshit. Gaslighting, guys. That's gaslighting. But John was so deep into the toxicity, so deep was the mental fog that his narcissist girlfriend had created, that he didn't know how to handle the situation, and he accepted it. We all know he didn't really accept it. He didn't know better. He was under a spell. He was under the spell of narcissistic gaslighting. You see how this works? You see how a psychopath is able to manipulate you? It's a little poison drip, little by little. They test you to see how much they can get away with. And when you put up with this, then they take it to the next level. And they see how much you're going to put up with that. It's like people that don't have strong boundaries, and they'll set that boundary, they'll set that line, and they tell you cannot cross this line. This is my boundary. And the psychopath steps over it. And then you take a step back, and then you draw another line. Okay, this is the boundary. And the psychopath walks over it. And then you keep taking a step back. This is my boundary. You see? They don't respect your boundaries. Psychopaths don't respect your boundaries. In fact, they get a thrill. They get a thrill in tearing your boundaries down. They get a thrill in destroying your walls. That's part of the narcissistic supply. You got to remember, that's part of the supply. Watching you suffer at their expense is part of the supply. And then watching how you still put up with it, how you still buy them shit, how you still treat them to whatever they need, and you still compliment them and you still give them attention. That's all supply, guys. That's all supply. No more gaslighting, guys. From this day on, if anybody is questioning your reality, you challenge them right back. You know what happened. Most of the time, these psychopaths These psychopaths are gaslighting you over something you have evidence in your text messages. You have the proof, but don't bother showing them the proof, because you know what they say then? Then they tell you, oh, look at you, you're crazy. Why do you save text messages? Why do you record conversations? You're crazy. Only a crazy person does that. You see how they deflect? They deflect the truth. They deflect the evidence. They deflect anything you throw at them. You can't win with these predators. The only way to win is to get rid of them before they completely destroy you. Without gaslighting, the narcissist is basically unarmed. That's their strongest form of manipulation. And it's how they infiltrate your mind, make you question yourself, make you question your truth. It questions your inner voice. You don't know what's real anymore. And once you're in that state of helplessness, that's when they go in for the kill. That's when they crush you. That's when they crush you, and yet continue extracting supply because you don't know any better. You don't even know that you're being manipulated. That's when you know that they've executed their plan to the highest possible potential. That's right, gaslighting. It'll destroy you. That's it for today, guys. Share this video with anyone you feel may get some value. Remember, a lot of your friends and family don't believe what you're going through. They might think you're crazy. And chances are your narcissist partner has developed a strong bond with them already. It's their way to infiltrate your social circle and those closest to you. And they've ran a smear campaign, and they've talked all sorts of nonsense and all sorts of shit about you, making you look like the crazy one. So when you come out of this and you're firing up and you're saying this and the other, you look like a crazy person. But you know what happened. You guys know what happened. You know your truth. I validate you. I support you. Share with us in the comments below how you've been gaslit by your psychopath or your narcissist partner. Let us know how gaslighting has fucked up your mind and what you've done to overcome it. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Like the video if you got some value out of it. It's going to help push the videos to the top in the search engines. We got to get this information out there, guys. I'm here to help you along the way. I'm going to show you how you can turn your life around. If you're feeling like a vegetable now, if you're feeling dead and destroyed, if you're feeling suicidal, I promise you the light is much bigger than the darkness that's consuming you right now. I got through it. I've helped many people get through it. I've met a lot of people through this situation. We're a family. We're a family of warriors. We're going to grow together. We're getting stronger, guys, every day. Thanks for watching. Remember, guys, be strong, be epic, and rise again, my friends. Peace.